Oh, hey guys. What a crazy couple of weeks it's been. Oh shit, it's my throat throat gives out on me. Gotta love these high fuel prices. Although I'm starting to see reports of like death prices have doubled, so because of this whole Iran thing. That's not true. Death prices have doubled back in like COVID. They never came down, and they can't double because, like, for example, they went up from like it used to be like $2.50 a gallon, right? That's like $3.30 a gallon, depending on where you went and got your DEF, right? So now it's like most truck stops, for example, it's $4.30 to $4.60. They've already been doubled, even though it's not quite doubled. You get my point. But you got that, and to put that in perspective, that's about $400 to $600 a week more in fuel costs for me, because the fuel costs by themselves wouldn't be as bad if I also wasn't having fucking record-breaking winds like the last 2 weeks. Like, what the fuck? You had the wind shut down 4 states. Well, 5 states, because it shut down, let's see, Montana, both the western sides of Dakota, most of Nebraska, from Denver up I-25 all the way up into Wyoming, was all shut down for, 2 days about, because when you have 60 to 90 mile an hour plus winds, there's only so much you can do. Like, Wyoming shut down to all commercial traffic. All. Not just light, high profile. All commercial. For example, that means Sprinter vans. And you got this slow-ass fucking Volvo truck wants to turtle race me. So I guess I'll let him by. Because I don't know why you want to pass a 1 mile an hour faster. Doing 70 over here. And a 65. Not good enough for him. Yeah, you'll see him here in a bit. Yeah. Hey, at least he has both his mud flaps. There's a reason why I got like 14 holes in my windshield. And now he wants to camp the left lane. Look at that. Doesn't even want to get over. Oh my god, these roads, man. I probably should have took a drink, before I started these videos. Which I will do that real fast. I'll pop out some of my citrus powder drinks I had. Well, that's better. I will say, I'm not gonna lie and say these fuel prices don't hurt. I'm not gonna say that. That's for sure. It's taken quite a bit of my profit and tossed it out the window. For example, when I go west, I don't really make profit. Well, I make profit, but it's not a lot, right? By the time I pay the trailer, the insurance, the truck, me, there's only a few $100 left. Well, that also didn't help I give 50% up currently, but even it's affecting even my big run heading east. So I also know it's temporary, so I'm not too concerned about it. Now I'm hoping it doesn't take all summer. Because then it's going to nullify the increased MPG that I'm going to get. So, last week I got 7.1 MPG going east. It still had a $2,700 fuel bill. And, well, some of that was because I had to put 70 gallons in at $5.58, That's with my discount. in Washington to get to Missoula, where it was like $3.89 at the time, and now it's $4 there, $6 in Washington with the discount. Yeah, it's a little tough pill to swallow, and nobody can say stop running cheap now. I mean, fucking 10 grand to go east, 7 grand to go west. Where's it cheap? You find a low going to the northeast, get all the way back to the west coast, that gives you 17 grand gross over the 2 weeks. But you find me a load that's pays 7 grand that covers the whole week, gets you from point A to point B, and I'll fucking give it the keys right now. And I mean consistent. Just cause, no, I'm saying not oversized. I'm not fucking anything specialized. The truck's not even a specialized truck in the first place. But it's funny how you can think, pretty much do things right? I said I was never gonna make it as an owner of. Could never do this, could never do that. Here we are at this point. Somehow there's always something that I'm not doing. Always something. I don't know. It's funny, it's like all these people that comment it, why the fuck aren't they doing it? If it's as easy as they say, and it's just that simple, then go do it. Now, is this fuel cost going to last a week? No, because it's already been 2 weeks. So is it going to last a month? Probably not. Is it going to last a couple months? Yeah, that's more likely. Like currently, this truck's getting 6.5. Dealt with wind yesterday. Well, I'm also 38,000 pounds, so I'm a little bit heavier. I will lose about 18,000 Monday, and that's over in Iowa before I head west, so that's gonna help. How much is gonna help? Depends on the temps too. It depends on the temps. But I'm about to deal with more wind here in a bit. Not to mention I have to worry about, well, I'll be on the outskirts of the big snowstorm going through. That's dumping, feet into Wisconsin. I saw a projected snowfall somewhere in Wisconsin, near Eau Claire, I believe it was. I think Eau Claire's supposed to get 36 inches, and like just east of there, supposed to get like 43 inches. So that's always fun. That's always fun. I'm more likely gonna wake up in the morning with snow on the truck. Hopefully only a couple inches. Hopefully. I'm trying to recall, I don't think I've actually woken up with more than an inch on the truck ever. Which is pretty impressive considering where I run, and I've been out here for 6 years, so it's kind of impressive. But I will say these fuel prices I'll go into like June is really gonna suck a lot, because truck's paid off in May, and I got some shit to do this summer on this truck, and it's gonna suck because it's gonna eat up a lot of profit. Like right now, 16 to 2 grand more a month I'm spending on fuel, right, on average. That kind of sucks. What could you do with an extra $1,600, extra 2 grand? Sure, not much in the truck, because just the cost of things, but if you make 60 grand a year, you're gonna take 1 week of your paycheck, and you don't even get it. It's just gone. Man, I remember back in December when I got that slight month, I think it was a couple weeks of the cheapest fuel I've seen it since like COVID. And holy fuck, that was amazing. Like $2.70, I think it was in Nebraska. I was like, holy shit, I'm doing a full week for $1,500 again. Fucking amazing. I haven't done that since COVID. Well, I mean, obviously when I don't do 3,000 miles plus, but you know. This just coast to coast. And a lot of it's terrain based. This truck got way better MPG down south doing the 40 lane, but it's also slightly better, less miles too. But there's another truck up here running too, doing the same loop. So I'll be able to get a real good gauge here very quickly. And if it's the truck or if it's just the lane. I think it's a combination of both. I think it's a combination of both. And if it's a truck, okay, then what's holding it back? It's a magic question though. Then I also got to decide, do I want to do, if I pay the truck off, am I sure this is what the truck I want to keep? Or do I want another payment? And I don't think I want another payment, but do I? Because this truck is about 30,000 miles being paid off. Oh, yeah. 35-ish, 36-ish. So that would put it, let's see, that put it like 735. I mean, it's been a good truck. It has been a good truck. This truck may have some issues, minor issues, right? But the one thing this truck doesn't have any issue with is working. This truck will work. I mean, really, if anybody can want to get on me about anything, and like the only one regret I have is more money. That's it. Should have came into everything with more money. You think you got enough? No, more. Always more. But who knows too? Maybe the fuel costs stay up like they are. Maybe my rates are going to have to go up here very, very quickly. What speed is this guy going? 68. All right. One of the very few times the radar is actually kind of nice. My eastbound runs haven't moved at all, at least in the year. I don't know if they dropped before I started running them. The westbound ones dropped late last May, but I talked them back up before. I even talked them back up before the fuel cost exploded. So that was just pure winky dink at that point. Like, I could not have planned that any better, I guess. But that rate increase is just straight fuel now. Like, there is what was supposed to be profit. That ain't profit. That went right from them right into my tanks. So you might as well call it a fuel surcharge at that point. But the rates, they gone up like another fucking 60 cents or 48 cents over the last couple of days. So if they keep going up, come on, car. If they keep going up, I'm gonna have to ask for more money. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to, but it's gonna have to happen. Yeah. Vehicles that drive like that is the reason why I have fucking rock chip galore in my windshield. It'd be one thing to sit on the paint, you know, which it looks like I'm doing in the camera, but I'm not. And then hit the rumble strips. And see, what really sucks is these low. Yeah, sure, I can slow down, But I can only do that for so little time. I don't have, like, these loads don't have a lot of time on it just to slow down. For example, on the runs I'm on now, this is how this week is. Cedar Falls, Monday, 6:30 in the morning. No problem, easy, it's 1270 miles. When you start Saturday morning, fucking easy, okay? Then, Sioux City, noon. They'll take me whenever I get there, but it's Target at Cedar Falls, so whenever the fuck Target lets me go. It could be 10, which means I'm getting over there at 1. Could be fucking noon, and it means I'm getting over there at 3. Because it's 200 miles away. And they're probably going to get me, and they're quick, like an hour, but I have to get there. And then I have to be in Boise by 5 a.m. Wednesday. And that 5 a.m. Wednesday is that's the last like appointment time, because it's Winco for that's when they stop receiving. That's like the last appointments. And so they might be wanting to take me. Well, LTL's a little nice. They maybe want to take me up to 7 a.m. because it's only a pallet or two, because they're not quite done yet with trucks, you know, by 7 a.m. They're still trying to finish up, so they could probably squeeze me in. But I don't want to use that all the time. But that's easy, because Thursday, Woodburn, 0230, 7 a.m. in Portland, noon in Kent, and then I'm done till 6 a.m. Friday. Easy. See, I can slow it down after Boise, but I can't slow it down before Boise. Well, I can slow it down on the weekend, but part of the issue is I'm also trying to beat some storm. I'm trying to beat the snow in, because it's supposed to start. It's rain right now, turns into snow around 1400. I'm projected to get there at a little after 3, as I got to do a 30-minute break because I was 9 hours away today. And if I did 65 the whole way, that's, you know, an hour away the first day, and then almost an hour the second day. That adds up. So what I'm trying to say too is I'm out of a lot of luck also with the rising fuel costs when it comes to weather. Well, at least I had a lot of luck with loads. I mean, this is the heaviest load I've had going west, and it's winery season starting to pick up on the other coast, so which means those loads generally start being heavier for a bit, which kind of blows. Now, am I going to be up here all summer before I go home? I don't know. I really don't, because last year the freight kind of slowed up around like May. So I may be forced to go south again, and I don't know. Oh, there's some wind right here. Yeah, it's always something. It's just always something. Like at least I'm gonna be able to get cheaper fuel in Iowa tomorrow, but it's still gonna be probably $3.80 to $4 a gallon. So I did the math, okay? It's 600 gallons, an average of $4.69, which I won't be paying that, but that's $2,700, for example. Right now, I'm projecting for $3,200 in fuel. That's also at $4.69 though. So I'll be at least between $2,700 and $3,000 this week, which blows. And that's off like 30. It's gonna be off like 3,490 miles, some shit like that. It's gonna end up being like roughly like 3540 by the time I pick up my loads or my pickups too for the loads, because I factor my pickups also as I get paid. Like I love some of the backtracking stuff more than anything. Going from Kent to Lacey, then turn around and go right back up towards the Kent area kind of blows. Kind of blows quite a bit. I mean, there's only so much I can do with fuel costs anyways. because of the fact that the mileage is still mileage, right? Going from Seattle to fucking Boston is still 34, well, 33 to 3,500 miles, depending where you go, right? And it's not like I go just straight from Seattle to Boston. I may do Connecticut, then up to Vermont, then down to northern Boston Loop, the greater Boston Loop, right? Then down south through Boston, and then kind of back up into Boston, right? So I could easily do another 170 miles inside Boston, pretty much. They try their best to route it where it makes sense, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. Like Whole Foods, for example, in Lacey, is 2 a.m. to like 6 a.m. That's receiving. Or something like that, right? Trader Joe's doesn't even open until, well, the gate doesn't open until 5:30, but receiving doesn't start till 6. So there's only so much they can do. You're not going to sit a truck till the next day to get off one stop when they can get off 4 before, that day, before they even have to worry about that trip. Well, the 1-6 a.m. But it is what it is at this point. But let's also not pretend. I don't go too much crazy into politics. But let's stop fucking pretending like either side gives two shits about you. Neither side does. All they're doing is they're playing you. The sooner you can realize that, the sooner off you'll be, and shit won't bother you as much. There is no one side this. It is both sides. As long as there's money in politics, there's always going to be this problem. But anyways, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.